So all you need today for this painting that we're going to do is your primary colors of red, yellow, and blue, and some green and brown and some white, and you can put some black on there too if you want. These have really nice bristles and they're great for your trees and your bushes, and this is going to be used for your background, okay? And then we have a flat synthetic brush, chiseled edge, and I have a flat a Filbert brush, which is chiseled edge and synthetic, and I also have a liner brush. Now for the leaves here, I'm going to add more leaves, but I'm going to do them individually, and I'm going to pick two brushes that I think might work, because if one don't work, at least I'll have two, and one's a Filbert and one's a flat, okay? And they are synthetic, they're not bristle, all right? So I'm going to lighten up the leaves, and I'm going to make some green. I'm going to make my own green with blue and yellow. I can get really nice greens by making my own. But if you have a really nice green, there you go, right ahead. And I'm going to add some of that creamy color that I made earlier, just to lighten it up. And I'm going to pick individual, start wherever you want, wherever you're comfortable, and just make a little touch and pull to get some leaves. All right, see, so you get some nice individual leaves here like this. Now you're probably saying, well, why don't you use your brush? Because it's not the effect I want. So it all depends on the effect that you want. All right, so little ones and bigger ones, just touch. You can even just touch if you like. I'm just touching and pulling ahead a little bit, that's all. Get some more greens in there and go back and forth with some green and light green and this brush here. So I'm going to go with some dark first. So I'm going to make some green. A little bit of red on, add a little bit of color to it. Tiny bit of white. And Sienna. Adding all kinds of colors. Alright, so let's just take that nice wet brush and start pouncing. Boom, boom, boom. Pounce. Look at all those gorgeous colors happening. So you don't have, you know, I mean, if you don't want to go through those individuals, you can just use this brush and tap on. Isn't that pretty? See, that's pretty, isn't it? Now we lighten it up. Clean off your brush a bit and just lighten it up with some yellow, white, and sienna. Experiment with your colors if you're trying to get a bit of color in there, okay? And we will tap, just tap once now. Don't go over the same area all the time. Now this brush will save you a ton of time. Kind of like that tree. It's got a lot of nice things going on there. Look at that. Right? So the more layers you do, the more colors, you know, a lot of things happening. So let's do the same over here. I'm not going to do those individually over there because it could take us, you know, it could take you a long time. And I find this brush does everything that you want done, it'll do it for you. So I'm not going to add too much green to that one over there. I'm going to add more of the burnt sienna and white and yellow. Okay? So like I say, sometimes I don't plan my painting and then I end up, you know, when I'm teaching it, I'm just going by instinct, Alright, so I'm just going to throw these on here like that. See? They're pretty. These brushes are amazing. I'll just, look, see how much time they're saving you now than doing it individually? I'm going to add some darks here. I'm going to add a bit of red. You can go back and forth with the darks, alright? And lights. I got a bit, you know what? I got a bit of red, blue, and yellow. Got all kinds of stuff going on there. I'm just going to tap in some darks. I found that too light. Now I'm going to add some light on top of that again. I want to leave some open spaces though. Alright, so I'm going to add a little more lights to the top again. Just add my white to my burnt sienna, maybe a little bit of red, you know, just experiment with your colors, okay? Just on the edges here. I might come back to that later and add some more highlights, okay? Nice. Take off this so you can actually see the painting, because right now it looks messy, but if we take this off, it'll make it look nicer. See how pretty it is with the tape off? I'm going to use my small bristle brush right here just to add a little bit of color to the background there. So I'm just going to pick up some, I don't know, let's see, probably some of this blue, red, and green color, and mix a little tiny bit of white in with, see what color is coming out. Not bad, it's kind of purplish color. I'm going to add more burnt sienna to that. Love burnt sienna. And that should do it, because I don't want it too bright and I don't want it too dark. Add a few little bushes or little trees way back here. This is in the distance, so we don't have to worry too much. Okay, wipe off my brush. Too much paint. Alright. Just a little bit in the background here. I'm trying to add some color to this painting, that's all. leave it, that little part there where the water is going, I'll leave that there. I'm going to add a little bit of yellow to my brush. Got a little bit of yellowy greenish color here. See the mess? Isn't that fantastic colors? Look at those colors. I know it looks messy, but being an artist kind of brighten it up with a bit of white to my yellow. Trying to get a bit of a color here. Not too much paint on your brush. Wipe it off if you have to. I'm just tapping very gently. Okay, going down in my grass a little bit, that's okay. Whatever's left over in my brush, I'm going to move it up a little bit. Trying to get a bit more yellowy white to try and get a little bit of, there we go, that's better. Too much paint. Soften it up by going back over it again. Move your brush around different ways. I'm thinking that might be in shadow back there. Oh, that's better. Yes. Look at those trees. Good. Looks like real leaves. Oh, cool. Think of your painting as layering color. And that's the result you get when you layer colors like this. See all the different colors? Aren't they beautiful? Because we kept layering. So I'm doing a master class in on my Patreon page, and I'm going to be teaching about color harmony. We're going to do paintings with color harmony. We're going to do paintings with using complementary colors. We'll be using one color. We'll be using a split complementary. All the things in color theory. Okay, so I'm going to make a pale. I'm going to make a green. Okay, so if I can find some room here, and a pale green. I don't like that color green. Add a bit of burnt sienna. I have to experiment with my colors. Okay, it's nice. I think I like that one. Let's try it. So I'm just going to go back over some of this here. We are going to take a bright spot right here, and we are going to make some sun rays coming in through here. Okay, might want to extend this tree a little bit. I'll see first. So I'm thinking a flat chiseled edge brush should work. Let's give it a try. So we want nice bright color of white, nice white. And we're going to put that right here. We need it wet so that we can make a nice sun ray coming in here. Add a tiny bit of yellow to that. I'm just going to brighten it up. I'm going to add a little bit of yellow so it won't be too All right, and I'm going to wipe it off my tissue because I don't want to have too much. And see, look, you can see it's right. And all right, move that around a little bit. I need more paint. I'm just going to add a little bit more white paint. This could be scary. Don't do it if you don't feel comfortable, all right? I might put some more tree. I should have put more tree there, but let's see, let's see. Sun rays. Just falling down here. Now that's too much paint. If we got too much, if you got that, that's too much paint. All right, we need to see through it. Wipe it off. Keep wiping it off till it goes away. All right. Some here. You run out of paint. Put it on your brush and then wipe it off in your tissue. All right. I'm going to take my brush and use the wider side. This part here I was using the chiseled edge, but this comes out nice here, look. And use the wider side of the brush. There we go. It's a little better, isn't it? Okay, let's do that again. Get a little bit of yellow into your white, just so it matches the painting. Almost makes cells disappear, doesn't it? Okay, I'm going to add a bit more white here. Maybe something you have to go and do. Add more paint. Alright. Add some over here on top of that tree. See light coming in. There we go. Nice and bright. Some brightness over here. Put it on there just to tap that into the tree a little bit, just to brighten up that edge there. And pull down. I think that's good. You can use the chiseled edge and the flat edge just to get what you're looking for. Just trying to get extra streaks. Just adding a little color to it just by adding a little bit of yellow to it. A little bit of yellow. Going up into what I did there. See, I get that little bit of yellow going on there. That look nice? It's nice, isn't it? And put the light wherever you want it. I'm just going to brighten up that with a little few strokes of cloudy look. That's pretty. I think that's nice. I'm going to get a little bit of that highlighted grass here, and I'm going to add few little strokes of grass here. All right, so just a little bit there. And a little bit here. I still want to keep it dark. The dark color, green, and we will move it up here a little bit. I'm going to add a bit of burnt umber to that because it's too bright. Right, a bit of burnt umber, dark brown. Now see, I didn't leave the tape on some after going over, so I I forgot about that, so be careful. If you mess it up, that's okay. So I'm gonna add some shadow color in here. All right. Keep that shadow color. It's important. Really helps your painting have contrast, all right, and interest. Where it is down here, the better. Darker, almost like putting, you can even put black in it if you want to. Just mix up some dark green and add some black, or like burnt umber. So you can get almost a blackish color. Goodness gracious. Right? See how those contrasts really look nice? I'm just going to go into my lighter color here for now. Alright. See how I layered the colors? So when you layer it, it looks more interesting. See all those layers that I did? Good. Also, take your little flat brush that you have here, and we'll add some little white flowers just to give it some interest. Touch the corner of your brush and get these little white flowers. Here, just a really bright green here, just to get there so that I can put some grass coming up there and it'll show up really nice. Just tap it in there. Really bright. Underneath here there will be a shadow. So let's just get our, you can get out your, any brush is good for this. And we'll get a dark green shadow. Really dark. The dark color that we used for down here. We're going to use that under here, because that's a shadow. So always look for shadows. Alright, it's a nice shadow there, isn't it? And we'll put another one over here. Any brush should do this, you'll be fine. Try not to make it blobby. Alright. All these little details really help a lot. We're going to use our liner brush to bring up some grasses here. That's why I wanted that light behind there, because I want to show up my dark green. Add some water to dark green, yellow and blue, or sap green, whatever you have on hand. Nice dark green. I'm going to add some burnt umber to darken it down a bit more. Alright, maybe a little black. I want it nice and dark. I think that should do it. We're just going to drag up a few little short grasses coming up here. Add a little bit of burnt sienna, a little tiny bit of white on your chiseled edge brush. Just add a little bit of interest here. Up and down, look. Just so you get thin lines, because you don't want to lose your dark. Right, good.